I don't think it gets it up.
Yeah, it's getting it Velcro.
Okay, right. I just spilled a little tea on my rug, on my Peruvian rug.
Girl, that ain't Peruvian, that's Target. What is it, Home Goods?
It is Target.
I know Target when I see.
Greetings, Earthlings. Yeah, you do, because that's where your part-time job is. We are back with another episode. I don't have my glasses on.
With the head
so if
full
you see me looking cockeyed, one is because I am, and two, lay off the head, okay? I'm a grown man. When I
no,
lay my
because
hair
you
back
just
down,
gradually get
forehead,
closer to
it does, like a
camera.
meteor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just watch as the video gets closer. Just scoot inch yourself on up there.
Because I get excited. It's like
inch on up there.
We are back with our third episode to finalize and wrap it on up our mid-life crisis series. So the first week we talked about personal. Mm-hmm. Second week we talked about. This week we're talking about relationships.
Relational.
Who don't like talking about relationships?
I feel like we always talk about relationships.
Well, because everything revolves around relationships. Like any form of relationship. Mm-hmm. Like just the formation of relations with people. Oh, I'm gonna write a book.
Don't.
Well, I'm trying to become a rapper. Bars. I should change the title. That wasn't a good title.
I mean, are you Dr. Seuss? Is that what
I'm trying to emulate him. He touched thousands of people. I don't even think it was a he. Okay, so let's get into it. I can't see, so excuse me for my blindness.
Yeah, put that notepad all the way up to your forehead so you read.
This is how we gonna do the episode. So the overall premise of this, just to give a little foundation, is as we have gotten older, we have realized that relationship. I mean, I'm turning 28. Thank you, Jesus. I can't 30. Even be mad. No, I said 28.
And I said dirty 30. You know, they say over 5.
No. That's when you like grading papers and stuff that you rounded up by increments of 5. Here, it's each 30. Number counts. So I'm turning 28. And so as we've gotten older, we've realized that relationships have just changed for us. Things that we're like looking for in relationships, the support that we need from our relationships. And we've had to have some coming to Jesus talks with ourselves as being present in relationships, and then other relationships being present in our life, and just having that, like the revolving door of communication about this ain't working or this is working. So let's get into.
I just want to make sure that you can see so that we can properly deliver the information to the people.
So, and I'm still using my tablet because paper, like old school, and now I can't see. This is just.
You want me to read it?
Thank you. You so smart. You got all them degrees. Okay. We get it. You can see. Watch that tea spilling on my Peruvian Target rug. Oh, Ivy's injured, so if you hear anything that sounds like corralling cats in the background, is because she got a boot on because she broke her foot, and so it sounds like Velcro. Okay.
I didn't break my foot.
Come on, Popeye.
Yeah, it's been 3 minutes of nonsense. Now, where does it start?
3 minutes of nonsense. Oh, okay. So first,
you got a lot on that paper. Oh, right. Episode 3, I see it.
Okay.
So don't sit in it by yourself is the first thing. So just backstory. We've been friends for a long time, and when you've been friends for a long time, things happen, and it's like, I don't really like her that much anymore. And so, and so we kind of had a period where I was like, I'm just not feeling her right now, and I don't know why. Mm-hmm. And then, going through these emotions by myself, my boyfriend is like, are you okay? Should you call her? And it's like, well, I don't want to call her till I know what's wrong, so I can tell her what's wrong. And so, right. Once I kind of gathered myself, I called her and I was like, this is how I feel, and you need to sit in these emotions with me. I should not be sad by myself because I'm sad because of
verbatim.
you.
She was like,
it's just so much space right here. Okay, I'm done. My eyes will start watering again.
There was real life her words. She was just like, oh, because I'm sad and you've done this, like, I feel like you should sit in this space with me. And it brought us to just realizing that you don't have to do things alone. Like relationships are mutual, transactional, communicative formularies, I just threw that word in because it sounded good.
Formularies.
And so talk about things that are bothering you, and having your relationship get to a point for us, we don't argue about a lot of things. We don't have a lot of tiffs or disagreements. So the moments that we do, they're huge and major because we don't normally operate in that space. And it's hard to say, like, I am suffering, I need help. And part of that suffering is because of you, like you impacted that or influenced that for me. And so that's something that we've had to come to terms with, that even though it's butterflies and rainbows, the time that it's not, it makes us feel uncomfortable as friends and in unions, because like you don't know how to really verbalize that when you're just not in the realm of dysfunction.
And then you can just say, you know, just have that open communication of this
Being
how I'm feeling. Yeah, like
your favorite word. Go ahead and say it.
Transparent.
Wholehearted.
That too.
Oh, yes,
but you know what I'm saying? Being open to be able to say, like, these are the things that I'm feeling. And in relationships, you're not going to always like the person. I know people say that in marriage, like, as marriage goes on. But in friendships, too, it's like, I don't like you right now.
Right.
Like,
and it's
I
really
love you.
just needing space and just kind of being on your own, too. Like,
and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because,
No.
I mean, there was a time where it's like, oh, I don't want space. Like, that's my best friend. Like, I don't want to not talk to them. But then as you get older, it's like, I got my own stuff going on. And I do need a little space. Right.
That brings us into 2, segue, which I love. Accept the evolvement of your relationship. So role changes. You need different things from different people. Do not put all the bearing of yourself onto one person that's in your life. Spread the trial and tribulation love, honey.
You got a bunch of people you can call when you need some
assistance. A bunches? I don't have 50 close friends.
You might. But that, I mean, and, you know, not being so tied to no new friends, because I think that's stupid.
Oh, yes.
Because, you know, different people can do, And it's like, no, I just have my 3 friends, and it's, you know, things start going left, and it's like, my 3 friends kind of tired of talking to me.
Right. And then your 3 friends have to take the brunt and the burden of what you're going through. And then your 3 friends are going through things too. I was stuck on the no new friends because I'm antisocial. I don't like people.
Did you have to go up so hard? We heard your insides.
This tea is banging though. Say it's not. I made it, so it's really good. Beep beep to my own horn. So, but then over time, like Ivy and I had the transgressions of, you know, this woman or person wants to be my friend, so we're gonna go eat, we're gonna hang out and friend date and relationship date to see how this relationship can be destined to be a part of your life. And there's just an evolvement of us as we've just gotten older. I'm gonna be saying that a lot.
As we've just gotten older.
As we've gotten older, because I feel so mature. Oh yeah, that's what all my residents say. Keep living. But
and we'll just keep coming on here saying as we've gotten older.
Because we have gotten older. And what else was a part of this? Oh, life is happening, relationship status changes, moves, things going on with parents, goals.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lots of things there. So let's break that down. Okay. That was a lot.
Okay.
So just with parents, your relationship kind of changes once you get to this age. Not saying that your parent is necessarily your friend, but they're not parenting you any longer. Like you are grown, you live in your own life, and so there is just that kind of shift with your parents. And then your friends start getting, you know, in and out of relationships. And that also changes the dynamic. Yes. You know, marriages are happening, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Kids is happening.
Yeah.
Well, they're not happening for us.
Not over here, they're not.
They can.
Yeah, if you have a baby.
I looked at you. We're not going to argue about this on camera because we argue about it enough in real life. So relationship status change, and you have to kind of find where you fit in your friend in her man's life. Like since we ain't got no space for me. Since we like being around him all the time. It's the point that you like being around me all the time. But then being happy that's just the space we getting into. Like,
but that's still a shift that you have to acknowledge, because there was a time where it was like us all day long on the phone all day long.
24/7. Yeah. And now we spend days. Like when I said I was gonna let it go. I've let it go, so I'm not gonna bring you back up. You spend days and days of not talking to each other, not communicating, and nobody calling you to see what's going on, and you don't know if they're alive.
Get a little bit closer to that. Yeah, bring it back.
It's called passion.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Make sure you check in with yourself to see if you still want what you thought you did. This a little ducket, in your bucket. So accepting the relationship with yourself, accepting, what time we on? Because I can't see it. Okay. Accepting the relationship that is evolved with yourself. You do not have to just be stuck to this one person that you've always known, and so you're afraid to shift and change. So you stay stuck with these old
think
behaviors.
You have to be consistent, and you don't.
Right.
You can change.
Right.
You can decide
Evolve.
you want to do something else. Like you don't have to be married to this is the person that I am as a core, and I can't change because I want to switch up.
And a lot of times I feel like when people come into our lives and they challenge things that we've been doing that's
forever,
essentially dysfunctional.
It's like, oh, you're wrong.
Right. And then you start thinking it's everyone else. Yeah, but it could be, in a way, the universe sending you signs of, if you tweak these certain things in your life, this is what's actually going to help propel you forward. And the universe is giving you hints and little encouragement. Boop. What was it? Boop. There you go. Look.
And just, trying to think how I want to word it. But a lot of times I know for young adults, you kind of come through some type of trauma. And so the way that you have been has been to protect yourself and to kind of get yourself through. Right. And then you get to a point where nothing traumatic is happening, but you're still just in fight mode. Yes. And so you have to make that shift to say, okay, well, things are not coming against me anymore. Things have kind of settled down. So who do I really want to be outside of having to fight to protect myself, fight to keep myself away from other people, fight to make it, fight, whatever it is that you're fighting against. It comes a time where, the tide comes and the tide go, and it's just chill. Right. And you just have to figure out, okay, so outside of fighting, who am I? Right. Did I write that right?
That was great. Okay. Like, once you get over the trauma, then you actually see your real raw self. And it's funny, it's good that you brought that up, because I was going to say, to add on top of that, when you get to your true raw self, it's scary because you just essentially don't know that person. And your whole tribe has to adjust to this evolvement of self. We have had to have conversations of, I know I did that, because history is proving itself, right? So you're talking to your tribe that knows who you've been for years, and you want to shift things. So you have to have the conversation, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not saying that anymore. I know for me personally, I really worked on my cursing, and I said I wanted to stop cursing. And so I've had to tell my friends, that's not something that I'm doing anymore. No judgment on people that do it, but this is just where I'm sitting and what I want to do. And so, yeah, okay. I think that was a good ending for that. Oh, speaking of endings, I love transitions. Okay. Reconciliation. Yeah. Circling back to, so speaking of endings, circling back to old relationships. And hit them with the shoulders. Let them know.
Just a little light for a little. But for me personally, I was kind of that person. You crossed me one time.
What was it? Period.
Ain't got nothing for you. But as you kind of age and you mature and you grow up, you kind of realize what role you played in whatever the situation is.
I'm sorry, you being the word. I'm sipping. I'm not saying anything else.
Whatever role it was that you played. Because like I said, for me, it would be you crossed me one time, that's it. I don't have anything for you. But then, kind of revisiting some scenarios and some relationships and saying, I probably didn't handle that the best either. Right. Look at that neck. Oh, clavicle.
So be Clay.
But and not saying that you have to go back and be friends with people that you are no longer friends with, but having the wherewithal to say, I probably didn't handle that best. What can I do in the future to make sure that, I don't end up in this same situation again? I know that, we both kind of have reconnected with people from the past. And even if it's not something like, oh, they're going to be my best friend, I want to talk to them every day, but being open to say, they've grown, they've changed. Can I be open to what they're bringing to the table now?
Oh, yeah. And that brings one of the points we said, giving grace. People evolve and are not the same. I'm going to put this down because I think that's it. So it's like, as you have changed, I mean, I know it's good, but you got to eat the paper. We got more in there. I'll make you another cup.
Are you done?
Okay. Just giving grace, because as you've evolved and you want second chances in life, right? You want second chances to do things different, go in new relationships different, go in new friendships different.
And you want people to see you different as you evolve. You don't want people to hold you, you know, to those old standards.
Yes.
Say, well, girl, when I knew you was doing X, Y, and Z. Because, you know, when people talk about you, they try to bring up your past. They got to neck it around.
They got naked. What they got to do? They got a rubber necky. Right. Loose neck.
But you want to be open to other people and allow them to change as well.
Right. And it could be like, y'all needed that time to go away to work on yourselves. And then I know in our first episode when we talked about personal, it's so good about that self-awareness because like Ivy said, you can recognize, what time we at? Okay. And you can recognize what you played a part in. And because when things fail, you're still left with yourself. Like, you're still left to wonder why I failed, wonder why I didn't go through, wonder why I wasn't successful. And it's easy to put blame on the other person, but putting blame on the other person, what does that do for you still sitting in the fields of disappointment, of failure? So the only thing you can do, I know something that's helped me, because I know me, honey, and I got attitude. I don't have any hair, so that's why I wear big hoops so I can flip it like hair. So I have, if you
I was doing your hair,
another highlight of my forehead.
I wasn't even touching your forehead. I was touching your hair.
There was emphasis that I had so much space right here, though.
No, it wasn't. It was like, phew.
So if you... So coming to terms with, like for me, I know I have attitude. I know I can pop off. I know I can get pissed. You can think without, or react without thinking. And that's kind of hard to accept. Like, ooh, maybe that's something that you should work on. So next time you don't lose like valuable relationships. Because it's easy to say, oh, you know, we ain't messing with that person. Screw them. They did me dirty. But then you be missing them. Like low key, high key. Like you be missing them. Like you be wanting them bad. Hey, big head. Well, I'm talking about friendship senses. I mean, not like in exes senses because they exes. But for us, we reconcile with friendships. And like sitting and talking. And I know for a friendship that I reconcile, it was really like, I don't even know.
What happened now?
What happened? What happened? Why we know? Okay. And so now it's like, well, I know who I am now and I've done some changes. You've done some changes and some growth. So it's like two new people meeting when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's nice. What was the quote? The Rumi.
Rummy. You asked me what is it? Rummy.
What about you? Rummy.
Which, just to paraphrase, it's just saying to be willing to wash yourself of yourself. So being open to the new person that you're going to grow into and out of, because throughout life you're going to change, you're going to grow. And so you just have to be open to accept yourself, whoever that future self may be, and then be open to giving grace to other people who have grown in and out of themselves as well. You know, you've got to maintain positive relationships because you can't make it by yourself. Right. And you can't have that cutthroat attitude of just, oh, don't need them. You know, now people.
Or you don't need nobody. Like, you do need people.
You do need people.
You do. Oh my God. I need people. Like,
essentially.
And beneficial people. Oh, is it time?
It's time to wrap it up.
Because, you know, I can't see, but I can tell by your tone and your voice.
Yes. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching us Babylon again. Remember to like, share, subscribe, tell your mom and them if you want to hear some people talk about some things, rub it and snap it.
How did we used to do that? You know, it's been a while.
Rub, snap.
We'll get it popping for the next episode because I like that. Okay. Is that it? Is that all you had to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, catch us on next episode. Bye.
Oh, you can be happy.
Oh.
Go ahead.
No.
You can be happy without everything going your way.
Popeye. Bye.